Math lesson. Today is lesson 9.10, partitioning rectangles. Let's begin with our do now. Use colored pencils or crayons to split each set of items into the correct number of groups. Then record the answer below. Do your best. Today we are going to learn how to partition a rectangle. Partition means to separate or divide. When we partition a rectangle, we will partition it into rows and columns. A row goes from side to side, and a column goes up and down. Let's look at the example below. First, let's count how many rows there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 rows in this rectangle. Now let's count how many columns there are. 1, 2, 3. There are 3 columns. Now that we have the rows and columns counted, we can count how many units there are all together inside this rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there are 15 units total inside this rectangle. Sometimes our rectangles may already be partitioned for us. Other times, we may need to partition the rectangle on our own. That's where our knowledge of fractions will help us. Let's look at this other rectangle. I need to partition it into 2 rows and 3 columns. I'm going to start with the rows. This tells me that I'm just going to draw a line from side to side that will give me 2 equal pieces. One on the top and one on the bottom. It's like splitting the rectangle in half. Now I'm going to focus on the 3 columns. I have to make 3 columns. That tells me I need to draw lines from the top to the bottom of the rectangle to create 3 equal pieces. It's like I'm splitting the rectangle into thirds. Now I can count the units and record them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 total units. Let's practice some more together. Let's say I want to make 2 rows and 4 columns. The first thing I would do is make my 2 rows by splitting my rectangle in half. I will draw a line from side to side to create my rows. Next, I need to create my columns. So now I will be drawing lines from top to bottom to create 4 equal parts. Now that I have my rows and columns completed, I can go back and count the total amount of units within my rectangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There are 8 units in this rectangle. Let's try one more together, friends. Let's say I want to make 3 rows and 3 columns in this rectangle. The first thing I'll do is draw my rows. I know I need to make 3 equal rows, so I am splitting my rectangle into thirds, going side to side. Now I also need to draw 3 columns. So I have to split my rectangle in thirds again, but this time I'm drawing lines from top to bottom. Now that I have my rows and my columns completed, I can go back and count the total amount of units. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 total units. Great job, second grade. Now it's your turn to try. Copy or print this on a sheet of paper, complete it, and upload it to your portfolio on ClassDojo. You may also print these papers off from the PDF file found on our ClassDojo story. Happy learning, friends!